I'd say good morning, but I guess it's good afternoon. My name is DeLea Becker. I know a lot of you in this room. I am owner and founder of Beck-Reit Commercial Real Estate and Beck-Reit Asset Management. In addition to that, I own Beck-Reit and Sons with my husband. It is a civil engineering company. We do TxDOT road and bridge repair. We're out repairing your highways, but not in Travis County or Williamson County. I am a New Mexican and I have been raised in the great state of Texas. I am a UT alum, so it's great to be home this afternoon. And oh my God, that slide is old. Austin as we know it. I think I stole one of these from Glenn. But we've got 1931, 2010, 2024, and 2022 there. I mean, that is how rapidly this is all changing for us. What I realized is a lot of people do not know the history of East Austin. I have been in East Austin. I met my husband in 2000. He lived in East Austin. I've been in it, lived in it, worked in it, owned real estate in it, developed in it for 23 years. It is my neighborhood. Austin was segregated in 1928 per the plan. Our city council moved all of the minorities, Blacks and Hispanics, east of I-35 in 1928. In addition to that, they put 90% of industrial zoning in East Austin, and that induced a lot of environmental issues. And so along comes the tank farm. Not everybody here knows there were ExxonMobil, Chevron, Star Enterprises, which is Texaco, Citgo, and Coastal States. They had put tanks in the ground. That I don't think they intended to poison East Austin, but it is what they did. Elite East Austin, although it is not in writing anywhere, but Susanna Alamanza of Poder will tell you, had the second highest cancer rate in the United States, second only to Beaumont. 1992, Poder formed after Save Our Springs, and they fought to have those tanks removed. And they got them removed. It's the first time that Orgnaize defeated the oil companies. So those got removed. Funny enough, that's where Springdale Green is. It got rezoned for office. It is too toxic for residential. That was one of the, I guess you'd say deed restrictions on it, can never be residential. If you're not on the tour of Springdale Green in 2 weeks, man, you're missing out. I cannot wait to see this vacant building. 1992, the tank farms move out. This is important. Poder and a lot of organizations in East Austin have a lot of power. Quite honestly, they deserve it, right? I mean, they saved their community. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. So what they actually did also is they started the beginning of gentrification because they made that area of Austin very palatable, if not perfect. I mean, right next to downtown. East Austin today is known as the hippest hipster neighborhood in America. And the context of East Austin, we rank Johnston Terrace, which is right across 183 from Balm West, is the fourth fastest gentrifying neighborhood in America with 148% over a 5-year period. Increase in values. So another reason, I mean, this is more of an overall Austin thing, but we are booming because we're an 18-hour city, along with Denver, Nashville, Portland. It means that employers want to be here because their employees want to be here. They can live, work, play, which we all know. I don't see very many young people. It's very important to the young people. They got to live, work, play, and have a balanced life. So, which is fine for us developers. As long as they spend their money with us, we're very happy to abide. City of Austin record show. I love this one. The crescent shape area, 18 square miles. That's what we're talking about today whenever we say East Austin. Obviously, East Austin is expanding. You're going to hear about Balm West. 1979 to 88, less than 1/5 of the permits pulled were in that area. It was a quarter between 89 and 98. In 1999 to 2008, a third of permits fell there. And 2009 to 2019, almost 50%. 44% of permits pulled in Austin, Texas, were in East Austin. We've been booming for a while. This is not something new. If it has just caught your radar, you're about 23 years behind. But that's okay, because there's so much room to expand, and we're ready for it. So I had CoStar pull these great maps. There's a heat map. The last 10 years, clearly multifamily, booming, office, but you can see where it's all going. Different version of the heat map. And I'm going to give you all these slides. So today, you're going to hear about Balm West, but I wanted you to know it's not the only thing going on over there. Plaza Saltillo, Mueller, Regina, 16 acres. They have not named it yet, but it's another Daryl Kunick. Balm West, you're going to hear about. Borden East is Endeavors. The hatchery has come online. If y'all haven't been, it's really cool. Workbench is one of mine that I'm kicking off. And then I thought this was so wonderful. Soul Austin in 2006 was our first 40 lot subdivision, net zero capable, less than half a mile away from Balm West. And that was 2006. Mueller Airport. All right, Mueller Airport gets planted in the 20s. It is in the middle of nowhere, but then our city grows up around it. Another community group forms. They don't like the noise, they don't like the pollution, etc. So in the 1980s, they form activist group and they start lobbying to get it moved. So tank farms are moving, airport's moving. All sorts of good stuff is happening over in East Austin. Again, they kind of set themselves up for the gentrification that happened. Mueller development. The last flight leaves Austin Airport in 1999. That's the 70s. And then that's like 2022. It is last flight leaves. Catalyst is chosen as the developer. And they've expanded how many commercial square feet they're putting down. I think they're at 35% affordability. They've hit a lot of targets. Here's a really good one for developers is one of the reasons that they were able to make it through 2 recessions is the city of Austin owned the land. So Catalyst didn't have to buy it till they started developing it. So Mueller is 711 acres. For, comparison, the domain is 300 acres. And a very cool fact is that the Austin Development Code allowed them to go as low as 600 square feet for their single family homes. That, in my opinion, was what makes Mueller really, really cool. They got 140 acres of public park. They've got office, they've got retail, they've got hospitals. It is booming. Again, that kicked off in 99. Plaza Saltillo is another one, and most of y'all have been over there. That's Endeavor, and they partnered with Cap Metro. They pull it down on 10 acres, 6 city blocks, 800 multifamily, 150,000 square feet of office, 15 square feet of retail. That is the plan as it stands, I'd say, within the last 12 months. And Borden East is right across 183 from Balm West. So they are still in negotiations. Nothing is set in stone, as you're going to find out from Michael about their project, but it is a 21-acre industrial site that they're going to turn into homes, hotel rooms, office square feet of retail. 10% of it will be affordable housing. I think affordable housing is a must in the city of Austin. I don't think they'll let you do anything without it, quite honestly. I did find it interesting that they're going for 1,700 fewer parking spaces than normally required. However, mandated parking is on. I don't know if y'all have heard this. This has occurred. I don't know, unless Andrew put it in my email, how it's going to be implemented and when. That's the question I don't know. But it is going to be the Wild Wild West, people. Woo! And there is a picture of their site plan. Hatchery, 17 acres. This one almost skipped. I added this one this morning because I'm like, how did I forget the hatchery? Fantastic. They took 250 units for senior citizens, affordable housing. They've doubled that. They've added market rate. It is on Lady Bird Lake on the east side. When you see a city spending money, it's because they are trying to get ahead of development. They're trying to draw development, and they put this on their docket, if you will. They're working on the infrastructure right now. The Longhorn Dam, which is the dam in East Austin on Pedernales that connects basically Riverside to Cesar Chavez. It used to be a death trap whenever you tried to ride your bicycle, but now it's a protected bike lane with like a cage around it. Super, super nice. And this one, people, wow. Okay, let me see how to show my app. I-35 expansion. This is going to be a ginormous impact on East Austin, if not our entire city. I mean, it's going to be huge. I don't know how it's going to play out. I have what I believe to be true. But the most interesting thing was the city of Austin asked TxDOT to, delay their project. Like, oh, let's check your environmental. To which TxDOT said, fuck you. To be clear, TxDOT is my boss, right? We did all of our civil construction work. TxDOT is our boss. We love TxDOT. It's why we don't work in Travis County or Williamson County, because what in the world? What? They're trying to spend $4.5 billion, and we're trying to say, hold on, just hold on. Okay. Well, anyway, so hallelujah, TxDOT said you're being irresponsible, and they are moving forward. The city council has figured out that there is nothing they can do to stop it. Ha ha. So now they're like, oh no, now what are we going to do? Well, they have to come up with $700 million by December of 2024 for this cap and stitch. TxDOT said, we'll do it, but you're going to fund it before we get started. Good luck, City of Austin. I mean, if we have some City of Austin folks in here, find the money. I mean, it would be very nice to have that cap and stitch. I don't have a lot of faith it will occur. Maybe TxDOT will give them more time. Very, very important to know that this I-35 is coming because TxDOT said so. We have to give Elon Musk some props, no matter what you think of him. He has made Austin the centerpiece of his Texas empire. I didn't know this. Giga Texas is the second largest building in the world. Super cool. So that's not the only thing he's got. He's got his Boring Company, Neuralink, SpaceX, and then, thanks to my dear friend Andrew Evans with Kimley Horn, he reminded me that it was supposed to be Austin Green. It's going to be like the domain, but 2,000 acres. But Elon came along and it was the perfect site and it was ready to go. So Elon had Ranger Excavation out there rolling. I thought it was because of COVID that it moved so fast and that it was Elon, but it was that it was set up and ready to roll because Austin Green had kicked off, was doing their planning, infrastructure, etc. Soul Austin. This was our first foray into developing in East Austin. We did a 40-lot subdivision, less than half an acre from Balm Road, starting in 2006. Beck-Reit and Sons was the developer and the contractor. We did everything. We moved the dirt, we did the utilities, we did the site plan, all of it. Actually, ATS, Andrew Evans, knows because they were our engineer. ARDB is the fabulous architect, Chris Krager. He is phenomenal at what he does. Affordable, modern, super cool, net zero capable. We were the first net zero capable neighborhood in the state of Texas. We were the first to use LED lights in the city of Austin. Nobody even knew what they were. We figured it out and we're like, we'll put these in. Now everybody does. That's why you have me up here. I'm the queen of East Austin. This is my very first project in East Austin. We bought that building in 2006 and my offices are there today. You can come see me. I'm 3 blocks east of I-35. And my latest, that's 2006, 17 years later, I'm kicking off a 48,000 square foot office and retail at East 7th and basically Weberville. We are all owner occupants. We've got space for a couple more. Dick Clark Architecture, Fort Structures, Swinnerton, Beck-Reit, Legacy Lighting. We're trying to put in people that are in our industry so that we all get to play in the sandbox together. That's coming out of the ground in August 8th, 2024. And all of that is, I just want you to know, I double down on East Austin over and over again. I'm not surprised that Balm West is coming. I'm excited to see the development has jumped 183 because we've been waiting for, say, 12 years going, when will it jump? When will it jump? And it is jumping in such a ginormous way. Why do y'all care? Because that's where your work is going. Your developers are going there. Your projects are going there. There's less environmental issues. You didn't know that? Than going west. So you might live in Westlake. That doesn't mean a lot of development's going there. Sure, it is, I know, but not like East Austin. It's going to blow out over there. I read this yesterday and I really loved it. Newcomers to Austin fall prey to this nostalgia almost instantly. And with a longtime resident like me, the symptoms become comically acute. But the feeling Austin changing is like watching someone you love become someone you didn't expect. It doesn't mean that you're not still in love. Austin was like a graduate student with modest taste and few resources. Now she's sporting jewels and flying first class. She's sophisticated, well traveled, and well connected. These aren't necessarily bad things, they're just disorienting. Nostalgia is a way of remembering when things were simple. It also makes us forget that simple things can be boring and frustrating. Instead of running on the fumes of memory, let's reacquaint ourselves with the actual Austin we are living in, a city rapidly transforming into America's next great metropolis. So let's embrace it. Change is coming. It's ginormous. We can get in front of it, or you can be dragged behind complaining. I don't think anybody here is complaining, but it's going to be impactful. It's going to be huge. And what a blessing. We are in Austin, Texas.